is Manny Sarmiento, the president of the Doral Chamber of Commerce. Welcome and nice to see you.
Thank you. I'm wearing my Taste of Doral t-shirt today. Shirt, because I want to make sure that we promote our amazing restaurants in the city of Doral. I want to talk about that a little bit, okay?
It really is amazing. You are the ultimate marketer. And I tell people all the time I'm a great fan of yours. And I say he's probably the single best marketer that I know in Miami-Dade County because you're always there and you're always doing that. So, by the way, besides being the president and CEO of the Doral Chamber of Commerce, you have a book, and it is called Marketing Magic.
Yay!
100 Magical Ways to Grow Your Business. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
Great. It's my third book. Please do not buy or read the first two. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, right there, Marketing Magic.
So, if I remember right, the first one had a little change. It was different. It didn't have 100 on it, but it had some other number on it.
No, you talk about the old one. Don't even talk about those.
Okay.
those are my original ideas as a young person who had no idea what money, finance, marketing was about. Okay, and I thought I could write a book, so I wrote a book. Anybody could write a book, by the way. I can show you how to do that. But this is really put together in what businesses need, step by step. Businesses are overwhelmed, so I said, okay, let me take the tip, everything that we do in the chamber and in our company, New Media, New Marketing, and let's put it step by step. So you take one idea, one concept, and you implement that concept. It makes it easy for you to really, because everything accumulates as you go. Wow, that's 108, by the way. I have 8 extra tips.
So maybe that's what I remember. There was a different number that was in the back.
Yeah, it's in the back. Wow.
I think what's important for us to realize that the things we do today may not be how we do it tomorrow or the next day, but the reality is what we're going to do today, and things evolve. All right.
What Carmen asked me about that is, is the book still up to date? Because this came out a couple of years ago, and I said, well, I try to make it as evergreen as possible. But things do change, like what happened to COVID. Okay, well, COVID has changed a few things. But for instance, we can't do our expos, the speed networking events that were amazing. We had 108 people at IKEA. We had to, of course, we're not doing that. If we do it at all, it's going to be virtual this year. So some things have changed, but I tried to make this book as evergreen as possible, so that 3-4 years down the road, it's still good.
So I was speaking with some folks, and sometimes they'll have some of their religious ceremonies. They have it near a lake, and they're all standing farther apart, and they're live streaming it. So, and during this time of change, we realize that you may have a smaller audience right there in front of you, but you have a much bigger audience, right? And the people can then share that. We know with all the big talk shows, whether it's on radio or cable or TV, and you look at the audience, it's 200 people. And in a radio show, it's, we have Carmen over there. She's part of our massive audience today. Thank you, Carmen. She's not listening, but hi. Okay. So let's talk about the Doral Chamber, and let's look down. Let's look forward. And this is January 2021. All right. Let's look to see what you think the summer is going to be like or in the fall.
Well, one of the things that we discussed prior to coming on today was let us make this practical. I have ideas and I have the concepts, and I can help your businesses. Businesses are really looking for ways to get out of the struggles that they've had financially. Thank God for the state of Florida. Thank God for DeSantis. Nothing political here, but we're able to stay open safely, hopefully, and hopefully we can bring our numbers down, our COVID numbers down, and be safe and continue to start to grow our businesses. I talked about Taste of Doral. We have 3 new restaurants opening up at City Place Doral. Of course, 3 or much more than 3 closed.
And I think that's a really good part to look at. The places that are closing, especially restaurants, there's likely a restaurant going to go in there again, all right? And so as we look around town, we're going to see more and more of that, because the second guy or third guy that goes in, a lot of the plumbing's already done.
Yes.
And thank goodness.
Well, Michael, what I have, a lot of businesses want to blame it on COVID, and I agree with that. With the financial situations we had with the lockdowns, the lack of support from some of these cities. And I hate to say, I don't want to be negative, but I'm going to be negative. The city of Doral didn't do much for our businesses. They relied on the county. They didn't get monies out there. But businesses themselves have to assume the responsibility. Many of them pivoted and are doing well. And many of them didn't pivot, and still, COVID or not, they're not doing the marketing that they're supposed to. We have a package for restaurants, actually for anybody. $9.97 a year is our membership now. And we do for restaurants, we send out Taste of Doral every Friday, and we have a page, atasteofdoral.com. And every Friday we send out all the specials, especially the weekend, to 29,000 plus emails, and we post across approximately 34 to 40 social media points. And you get that as being a member of the chamber, or if you want to pay monthly, you can pay $99 a month for membership now, or $249 for trustee. And our restaurants, oh, I'm sorry, I can't renew at that price. It's too expensive. $99, I can't afford $99. Well, shut down.
But
Close
you know,
your
we're in the
restaurant.
marketing business, and I got to tell folks that is phenomenal that you could do that. Let's say that they didn't look at it like a chamber. They said, all right, we want to reach 29,000 people plus the social media sites.
That's where we pivoted.
Yes.
We said, okay, you know, we can't have the physical events. Let's pivot to being a digital marketing company, or a marketing company for our restaurants and our members, and actually the community. Because I have had businesses that have come to us and said, I can't renew. I know that they've worked hard. I know that they pivoted, and still they can't make it. They're not making it. And we have said to them, don't pay for your membership. Here, let me go ahead and you're active until whenever you can pay. Don't worry about it. Because, you know, we said, let's, what do businesses need right now? Okay, let's get the businesses, let's do the marketing for the businesses that they need. Let's get the names out there, the restaurants especially. We have some amazing restaurants in Doral. Booyah is just an amazing restaurant. It's in downtown Doral. We have so many great places. Cooper's Hawk is that restaurant has so much fame. Then they have the Cooper's, the wine club. It's just, I don't think it ever had a problem during COVID, because it marketed and it had such quality food, quality service. And
you know, we look at restaurants as that's the entertainment part of us. You know, that we go out, let's go out to eat, let's go out here and let's go have a good time, because that's what the association there. And so there are a lot of restaurants that are doing well. All right. Some of my favorite places on Fish House on Miller, no relation. And so they open it in the parking lot. They open this huge tent. And so they're able to have 5 or 6 tables out there. And the county looks like they're saying, not in the cities, but in the county says, if you get approved from your landlord, we'll go ahead and we'll extend the right for you to be able to do that. And if people don't do that type of thing, right, which is what do we have to do to get our customers to come back, they're going to be sad. And I see it all the time, as you do. People want to go out to eat, and if they can't, they want to be able to order on the phone or order it online, all right, and to be able to do that. Another place that I like to go, Panera Bread. Is there one in Doral?
Panera?
Yes, of course there is.
Yes.
Right. So I go to a different one.
That's one of the hangouts you can find.
Yeah.
You can find our city.
What avenue is that on?
That is on 97th Avenue and 41st Street.
Okay. Hello to my doc, Raul Gonzalez, dentist. Thank you very much for my shining teeth. And so with Panera, we order online, and then they ask what type of car we have, and then they bring it to us.
Oh, I love curbside. I love curbside.
So my wife and I, we made that our date.
I love curbside.
It's like we just get in the car and we go up truck, actually, and we go over there and do that.
Kudos to Paneras. And I'm hoping they're still doing it. But Paneras, at the end of the day, packs up all the leftovers, and they don't sell second day stuff. Okay, they actually donate that, which is something that is a responsibility of all businesses, especially restaurants, to give back to the community. No issues. They donate their food that's left over.
I was listening to Mel Robbins, motivational speaker and happiness person.
Yep.
So I'm listening to her this morning. She said, happiness just, you have to help that occur. Besides exercising and walking, is to do stuff for other people.
There is a responsibility. We have a responsibility as people, as businesses, to help others. Forget everything else, and you have to go out of your way. That's why I said earlier, we've had some businesses a lot of businesses that cannot renew. And if you don't help yourself, I'm not going to help you out. But if you're trying, and I've seen that, and I've had these businesses come to us. We had a restaurant, unfortunately, eventually they closed. They had issues before COVID. And then he came to me, look, I can't renew. I can't get the budget. Our sales are down. We're having problems. There's no traffic here, blah, 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 blah. I said, look, don't worry about it. I'm going to keep you active. But what I want you to do is I want you to send me ads, send me more promos. We blast it out on Fridays. When we're blasting out every day, member promotions and specials and such, and information on PPP. I get the information out, anything that's helpful for businesses immediately. PPP, EIDL, SBA. There's a new grant right now from Comcast. It's called RISE. And it offers free Wi-Fi, free equipment. They said they're going to give monies out, and they do some other promotions for you. And it's, you've got to get that information out there. But I told that gentleman, look, don't worry about it. Just send me the promos you got, and we'll email this out on Friday.
So, Manny, you've been around for a long time, and a lot of us down here remember Hurricane Andrew very well.
I was here during that.
Okay, so our home was pretty well devastated. So my wife's family sent us a lot of stuff, money, box of goods. Our home was destroyed of Target stuff. I sat there and I cried because no one that I knew really ever gave us stuff. I was always the giver. And here it is 25 years later. And I remember it was like it was yesterday.
But you remember what happened in Andrew, right? Everybody was out there helping somebody else. Okay. You had people on the corners directing traffic. I was one of those that as soon as we were stable, we would get water. I would go to Broward to get water, and then we would take it down to Homestead and find some area, some place where you would see a family is huddled together, living in a tent, and we would drop supplies off. That's our responsibility as human beings, whether in business and in person.
Well, and we know when we do those that we feel better. We feel good about it. You shouldn't do it because you're going to feel good. You're going to do it because it's the right thing to do. So why don't we talk about a couple things that are in your book? All right. And see, that's sort of a recent picture. That's pretty good. All right.
Yeah.
It's not your bar mitzvah picture, but it's all right.
I had more hair there. I think,
all right.
but,
So let's pick out a couple things and let's chat about them.
Okay. Good. Well, we're here. We're here doing video, aren't we?
Oh.
Okay. So number 48, post a YouTube video. All right. Oh, how complicated it is. And we need thousands of dollars worth of equipment. And I say nonsense. Okay. Your iPhones, I guess your Samsung, I don't have a Samsung. I have an iPhone. We have an iPhone 11 and some of the older iPhones. You can put it up on a simple tripod. You can get an O-ring, one of those light rings, and get a lavalier mic that's $15 on Amazon or eBay, and turn the mic, just push the record button. Editing is simple. You can do it on the iPhone. You can do it on the iMac, but you have got to do video. This is the source. Or you come on this show right here and you promote your business.
So when I saw that 3 or 4 years ago, I looked at it and I go, how do you do that? Even though we were out taking pictures, putting those pictures all over the internet, videos, how do you do that? So there's an old saying, victory has many fathers, defeat has none. So you were one of the fathers for us looking at that. What does he mean by that? So as much as we were involved over on the other side of the arena, so we're now involved. And by the way, when we started this, it was on an iPhone and on a $12 Amazon stand, screaming at the phone so people would hear us.
We do that. And you see the titles that you're seeing here. I'm sure you guys spent a lot of money, but there is a program called Switcher Studio that works on your iPad or your iPhone, and you can create the titles and the switching of cameras. You can have 2 iPhones or 3 iPhones or iPads on different tripods, and you can switch over, and it's a simple program to use.
So one of the things that we know when we try new things, and it stimulates different parts of our brains, that not only do you do that thing better, but it allows more things to come into your brain to be able to try it. Don't worry about failing, because when you try it, all right, and you do it, and you've done it, all right, and then you can grow from there, right? Because for sure, what you do today is not going to be the one you're going to do in a week from now.
Well, but let's talk perfection. This is near perfection. This is great setup, wonderful. I love coming here, but you don't have to be perfect. And people are actually it's the content, the information you give out, and of course, there's a little bit of learning about how to get your YouTube videos ranked. If you just pop up a YouTube video and no SEO to it, no optimization to it, it doesn't get anywhere. And then once you create the YouTube video, we were talking about it before the show, is the distribution. So what do? When we send an email out, it goes out via email, and then it gets distributed to 34, 40, sometimes 45 different social media channels. You have to get it out there and now we know in the age of censorship of social media channels, you have to get you don't know who's going to pop you up. SEO has a science. We teach search engine optimization, but it's a mystery at the same time.
Yes.
Because we don't know. The social media channels have different kind of optimization of you don't know what's going to work or not.
So I look at it this way sometimes. I look at the sun, that is the source of the energy and the light, and then you have sun rays all throughout. And those sun rays are the methods of distributing it. And some people in South Miami are going to get sun today, and some people in Coral Gables or Doral are going to get some clouds, and then it's going to switch around, and there's going to be a thunderstorm, and then it's going to be beautiful. So let's talk again about some other things that people can do that are really simple so they can help promote themselves.
Okay, let me talk about number 83. This is by far one of the most important social media channels. It's LinkedIn. Now, there's still professionals ignoring this profile, their profiles on LinkedIn. By the way, you can add your company pages. LinkedIn profile is personal. It's about you. But then you can add your company or companies. It is important that you have a great LinkedIn profile with a good picture, up to date with your information, your contact information, and you start connecting to the people that you start with your local. Yeah, it's actually a CMS. It's a contact management system in a sense. So you add your contacts, you invite them to join you on LinkedIn. Those who are not on LinkedIn, you invite them to join LinkedIn and connect with you. This is a profile that's so important. I look up everybody that we're doing business with. It is a tool, a professional tool. Please keep it that way. Do not put political stuff on LinkedIn unless you're a politician. Maybe that'll work. But LinkedIn, creating a LinkedIn profile, keeping it up to date, optimizing it. You'll have to understand search engine optimization, which is in here in the book too. One of the
great, another thing to do.
Yeah, it's another thing to do, but it's not that hard.
Yes.
You need to do a keyword. Even if you just learn how to do a keyword research, you can do a keyword research on Google Ads, or you can do there's Buy Food. There's a bunch of keyword research tools out there. Create a master list of keywords, and anything that goes digital online has to contain those keywords. There's a bunch of free tools online. Neil Patel has a tool. You can search on Google, just search Neil Patel, SEO. And he has a tool, I forget the name of it. It's free for the first, I don't know how many searches. You have everything you do digitally, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, your website, YouTube, has to contain the keywords that pertain to you, that people search. LinkedIn is searchable, and it is searched. You don't have to do the premium on LinkedIn. It really doesn't have that many benefits to going premiums. You don't have to pay anything. But the LinkedIn profile is one of the first things I would do today if you don't have it.
As we each have different levels of customers, people that spend a lot, people at the local store, and then as you have the higher end people that we should have customers in all of those. And your store down the street, the guy that buys the pizza or goes to your Italian restaurant or whatever, it's from one end of the spectrum to the other. And to be able to find those people is pretty amazing. We have a restaurant that we have this love relationship. So whenever she sees our paper, she'll take a picture of it and she puts it out right on LinkedIn, and she puts it on Facebook. Yes. and she takes it with her when she goes on vacation.
I get the question a lot, is which social media tool should I use? And the answer is all of them. So you should be, I hate to say this, but you should be on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. What about the new ones? People ask about TikTok. What you really have to, that's a learning curve, and that's really a tool that you have people like Gary Vaynerchuk say that TikTok is going to be great. I don't believe that yet. So, and where do you post? You post on all of them. Okay, you have to. There are tools like Hootsuite.com that let you post across several tools. We use Constant Contact for email marketing, and Constant Contact lets you once you send an email out, it lets you post across several social media sites, including several. We have to use Constant Contact so you can post on several Twitters. We have about 12 different Twitter accounts that we post on.
So let's look. So the average business out there, when I ask them, do you collect email addresses from your customers? No.
Oh, that's priority one.
And I go, yeah. So you have people that come in and you don't ask them for anything. So you don't know who they are or how to get them back. Yeah. So let's talk about how business can do that.
We have a partner. We're partners with 5 Stars. That is a really good program. It's costly. It's about $189 a month, but they give you a POS, point of sale tool, where people can type in their phone number and get rewards. You got to set up a reward program, whether it's as simple as a punch card. I helped market an ice cream shop in Doral, and they didn't want to pay the $189. They didn't have the budget, so I said, okay, hey, let's produce this little punch card, really pretty punch card. And I got a punch thing from Alibaba that had little hearts on it, so punch original, and you give away this card. And this is a reward program. But if you're a restaurant and you don't want to spend the $189 and you don't have a POS that collects names, and you're not creating a system as simple as a punch bowl, as a fish bowl, set up the fish bowl, actually give away a lunch every week, collect those names, put the disclaimer on the fish bowl that you're going to put them in an email system.
So rewards is like when you go to Walgreens, you can put in your number.
I love my Starbucks rewards.
Yes.
The only time I get the $8 coffee is when I have my 150 points, okay? Right. Because I don't pay
all that stuff keeps us getting into that habit. You're just going to go do it. Go do it. And when I order from the Amazon, the other day they said you have $35 credit for rewards. I went, okay, bingo. And it actually worked. I was like stunned, all right? And so I think that part of this is get the average guy to say, you have to collect contact information so you can send information to them to keep back. And in the simplest of forms, let's say you're just not too savvy at a restaurant, print up some gift certificates, all right? So it looks like a dollar bill, $10 off on your next thing.
Gift cards help businesses survive at the beginning of the pandemic. They're selling gift cards and, of course, takeout.
Yes.
Those that pivoted, the businesses that pivoted and started doing that, actually were able to survive more than some of the other restaurants. That's a big one. That's a big one. Gift certificate. You got to get them back. Now, to get them back, I want to switch to another, which is number one in the book. And it's number one in the book, Marketing Magic. You can get it on Amazon. Thank you. Mystify your audience with great customer service. Oh, my God. It is the cheapest, the best way to grow your business. Okay? You are doing it wrong. Most businesses are doing it wrong, and it frustrates me. I said, especially in this age of this dumb pandemic that we have right now, if I walk into your business and you treat me like crap, can I say that word? I just cannot fathom it. You know, one of the things that we do in the chamber is you have my cell phone number, my personal cell phone number, Carmen's cell phone number, Asai's cell phone number. What do you need? You need help, you can call me. Okay. Why do we do that? We have to go above and beyond. Look, I feel bad sometimes that we don't have the speed networking. We can't do the expos. That's why we switched to the digital, where we, send me a promo. I set up a page, doralchamber.org/upload, and you can upload your image. You can upload your hashtags. You can upload your message. And we get that out sometimes the same day to the 20th. What can I do for you? Let me help you. You have to reach out to me. And my frustration with our chamber members is that they don't send me this promo stuff. So
last March or April, we said, you know what? We were going to give away 8-page ads to people, and we sent out a note. And so we said, you got to do it camera ready. So some sent back and they said, we can't do it. I said, give me the information. I'll make the ad for you.
Canva.com. I've done that too. I've done that. I will do that for you. I don't have a lot of time, but I will do that for you. But Canva.com is a free tool. It has the templates for social media. You should have high resolution, 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels, but you don't have to worry about that. You go to Canva, you say, okay, I want a Facebook post image, and then you just select that, and you click, you change the text, and it's free. You save it, you download it, it's free. Canva.com, no issues with that. But you've got to let me go back to this. This is of major importance. You want to grow your business. The number one thing is you've got to treat your customers, your clients, and everybody walks in the door like they're kings and queens, and you find a way to be the most talked about organization. I was talking about this before COVID. That's why it's number one in the book. Mystify your audience with great customer service. And it's the first thing I say is I'm always surprised how bad their customer service, how bad the customer service truly is out there. It's crazy. And what's the difference? What happens when somebody treats you like you're king or queen? We went into a restaurant pre-COVID. It was a Sunday. The Dolphins were playing. I said, can you sit me over by closer to the TVs. Well, she sat me the furthest away possible where there were seats there. At the end of the meal, nobody walked by. It took forever to get the service. This was a Sunday. The manager was there, never came by our table, never asked us how we were doing. And then we asked for coffee, and the coffee was like an espresso was that much on the bottom. And we complained to the waitress, and she says, "Oh, that's what the machine pops out." And I said, "Look, lady, pop it out twice, okay? Give me a decent espresso coffee." And then you have the Cracker Barrels of the world, all right? I go to Homestead with all that Mexican food, and then I go to Cracker Barrel. Okay, figure it out. Orlando, how do they treat you? What is the process in Cracker Barrel? What's the food is great, the prices are great, the managers come by. We're talking about a semi-fast food restaurant. Well, you can do that with a luxury restaurant. The manager comes up. The manager should be walking around, not sitting in the back in the kitchen, walking around and talking to people.
One of my favorite places when I'm thin is a local restaurant, Big Cheese. And when I would go there, when Bill Archer was there, he'd always come over. He'd make sure he'd clean off the table, or he'd sit down. "Can I sit down?" He said, "Well, do you want anything else? Michael, we got some great dessert. Let me bring it over." And so here I am. I'm barely talking about the food. What I'm talking about is being able to take care of your customers when they're in there. So George Gonzalez says maybe doing some bartering, and with restaurants, we barter with them. So local restaurant can put up some gift certificates, find out if some of their smaller suppliers want to do that, or go next door and say, "Hey, listen, here's $10 off on your next meal." All right.
Well, you can do cross promotions. If you have businesses next to you, when we go to Orlando and you go to one of the stores in some of those outlet malls, when you buy in one store, in the receipt there's a discount for a store that's across the way. So why don't you do that? You talked about bartering, but kind of cross promoting with other businesses. You have for instance, we have Sloan's Ice Cream at City Place. Amazing, by the way, wonderful. And by the way, the owners are blessed people who give back to the community. Every time we've had a toy drive, dozens of bicycles, backpack drives, hundreds of backpacks. David and Debbie's Olmos at Sloan's Ice Cream. So what if you're the theater? Well, the theater, they're gonna. You're the theater. Somebody comes in when you buy your tickets. Movie theater that's there, Cine Bistro, and then you get a coupon for Sloan's for after the movie. They're gonna do it anyways. Oh no, we sell ice cream. No, forget that stuff. They're gonna go to Sloan's anyways, or any of the other restaurants, or one of the you buy at Sloan's and you get a 25% coupon for the boutique.
Okay, so Manny Sarmiento, why don't you give us one more item that's in your book, 100 magical ideas to grow your business?
One of the ones that I push a lot because people don't know that you can do this. I'm not sure what number it is. Let me just say, the adopt a street. Okay, what is adopt a street? Well, it's exactly what it says. You're responsible for keeping the street clean. Now, you're not going to go out there weekly and clean up the street. So what's the process? You sign up with your local city. Each city is different. City of Doral is free. You go on their website, download the form, look at the streets that are available, and you can adopt a mile. What happens when you adopt that mile? Well, you have several opportunities for marketing there. Number one is you're responsible for cleaning up. So what you do the first day, you submit the form, it gets approved by city council, and that's your street that you're about to adopt. You get a sign on either end of that mile. We have 84th Avenue from 12th Street to 25th Street. There's a sign there, adopted by the Doral Chamber of Commerce. And on the other side, adopted by the Doral Chamber of Commerce. If you've ever traveled 84th Avenue, that's got a lot of traffic, especially now they've opened up 836 on 84th Avenue. So you get a free sign that says Doral Chamber of Commerce or your business name on either side. You have the kickoff is in the city of Doral with the mayor, and he comes in and you unveil the sign. That's a promotional piece right there. That first day, you bring a group of people in, and you go and you walk with Public Works and the Doral PD, and you're picking up stuff off the street. You're supposed to do that quarterly, I believe it is. and public works with you.
So a lot of the Rotaries frequently do that. Some of the big homeowners groups. So that's a really good idea.
Yeah, you'll see the signs, right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
No wonder, that's why I put that in the book, because that's amazing promotion. That's free.
Yes.
Free. Imagine a street that has 100,000 cars a week or 250,000 cars a week, and your sign is there. How much would you normally pay for a bus bench? Bus benches are expensive.
Yeah, $400 or $500 a month.
Okay.
Plus.
That's free promo. But
yes.
you take advantage of the kickoff. You do a kickoff we did the kickoff with one of our chamber
yes.
Member banks. So we had it at their locations. We were able to promote that chamber member. You got the pictures with the mayor and the unveiling. That's a whole marketing piece within itself. The recording that, we're doing a video on that, taking pictures on that, and spreading it through all your social media sites. So you understand how marketing is about expansion, man,
yes.
the boom. I was teaching that way prior to COVID. You know that you came to my classes, right? It's you have to spread your message across many social media points.
Some of folks have been in many of your classes over there. One of the ones in particular that I love telling the story. We were looking to upgrade our accounting, and I kept hearing about QuickBooks. I said, gee, Manny, Doral Chamber is having a QuickBooks seminar. I said, we're going to go to that. So we have somebody go. Went up there, came back. He said, I love it. I said, did you get along with the instructor? Yes. So we hired her. And so it's been a couple of years now, right? And it's perfect. As a matter of fact, we're now doing another one completely separate, all right? And that because we had a very good experience with her and with you, all right, that we knew we could trust that we were going to get a good job. So my hat's off to you and being able to bring forth a lot of good instructors.
Thank you. I want to stress one thing before we close off today. What we said at the beginning. Look, in this age of COVID, where people have so many necessities, businesses and individuals, find out who needs help and figure out a way to help them. And it doesn't have, you don't have to be the one who provides food for 100 families. Provide food for one family. Do the little things. Make sure people pass it on too, and do the small things. Sometimes I'll jump in front of somebody pre-COVID, jump in front of somebody and flash my phone and I'm paying for this. The eyes go wide and I say, why are you doing this? And what I do is I pay for it. I go pay it forward and I walk away, because I don't want to do it because I'm doing it. I want to do it because I want to teach people that you need to be there for others, and the little things will add up. Find out who needs help and get involved. Do the little things, whether it's for a business, help your local businesses, stay local. Try to stay local, or actually, since I'm marketing Doral, come to Doral. Okay, never mind. Your local,
shop Doral, shop local.
Shop Doral, Taste of Doral. We have amazing restaurants.
So, Manny Sarmiento from the Doral Chamber. We have 1 minute left,
yes. And
this is for you to try to inspire and to help some young person that's watching right now.
Stay motivated. Your parents are tough on you for a reason. Okay, my parents were extremely tough on me, and it was the right thing. I graduated when I was 16 because I'd go to every summer school because I loved it. Stay educated, but I want you to have your own mind. All right, don't get indoctrinated by your teachers or you have your own mind. Research, read, educate yourself on business. Business has changed. Okay, you at any age can create a business, and the proof is out there. If you've ever watched Shark Tank, if not, watch Shark Tank. You as a 17-year-old, 16-year-old can actually build a business nowadays. Sometimes it's called a side hustle. And you build a business on eBay, you build your, it's amazing. And you can learn web design, and you can learn, stay motivated, listen to your parents, do good for others. If you're, reach out to people if you need help, don't be afraid. We adults are out there for you. So God bless you, and I wish you a great life.
Great. Thank you very much. Again, our guest today is Manny Sarmiento from the Doral Chamber of Commerce. You've done a great job over there. Thank you for being here and continuing your blessings and helping the people of that area and throughout the county. Carmen, thank you for being here.
Thank you for
and
having
Tommy,
us.
Thank you for producing the show. Again,
Tommy,
this is live with Community News.